Hi there, welcome to The Beaten Trail, and in this episode we get a first look at the Sherp, courtesy of Sherp Northeast.
This on the sides, also we have 4 tires. They're 71 inches tall. And actually the cool thing about the Sherp is actually it doesn't even need the tires to float. You can actually move all 4 tires and it'll still float, but obviously your tires are your propulsion device. That's how it's going to move forward in water. And then you have the seating capacity. You actually have the ability to do 8+1, so 8 passengers plus a driver. You have different seating configurations in the rear. You have no seats, 2 seats. I have the 4-seat configuration in this unit, or you can have like 6 jumper seats in the back. Okay. And it actually, the cool thing about the Sherp, it actually is manual, so it's 6-speed manual. And it's powered by a Doosan diesel, a 3-cylinder Doosan diesel engine.
How fast in this can it?
So on land, you're looking at 25 miles per hour, and on water, you're looking at 3 miles per hour.
So this thing is not going to get stuck in anything?
It's not.
Mud, snow, water, anything. It's not going to get stuck.
Right. We're actually going to go through the mud bogs when you have your event again in the summer.
So what do they make these things for? What is the purpose of this thing?
So the primary purpose of a Sherp is going to be for your first responders, your search and rescues. So the nice thing about the Sherp is actually it can launch from land, it can go on to a frozen lake or just on any water feature. It actually replaces a lot of machines, multiple, like say a boat, an ATV, a hovercraft. It replaces everything for a first responder unit with 1 unit.
Awesome. And what does it take to drive one of these things? Can a common person, hop in this thing and drive it?
Yep, so you can see here, so this is your gas, brake, and clutch. And there's your 6-speed manual.
So you're driving it like a car and you're shifting, clutching,
yep.
And all that.
And actually your steering is actually, there's no conventional steering wheel. It's actually utilized by these levers. So if you want to go right, you pull back on the right lever. You can either pull back a little bit, which is going to clutch that side, or you pull back hard, and actually the whole thing can skid steer. So that's how you turn.
It
is a skid steer.
Of steering.
Yep.
Okay.
So you have 2 levers. You have your right one and you have your left one.
Okay. Now, everybody wants to know, what is the price tag to something like that?
So this unit is sitting about $150,000, $155,000. Obviously they're not cheap, but they are purpose-built machines.
Okay.
So fuel capacity is 25 gallons in a machine, and actually each side, so each tire actually has 15.3 gallons that you can siphon into the tank with the siphon manually.
So you can put fuel in the tires?
In the tires. So you can put in the hub of the tires. Actually, these right here, so you'll see on the side of it, it says diesel only. So each one of these canisters in the beadlock wheel is actually 15.3 gallons of diesel. So it's pretty awesome. So you have 60 gallons in your wheels, and then you have 25 gallons on board. So this unit does have, every Sherp has the Webasto heater, but this unit actually has the air conditioner, which on days like today is nice to have an air conditioner inside. I can get a unit, right now there's actually stock, so I can get a unit in about 4 days.
Roadworthy, you can't take these on the road?
They're not. I mean, even though you have low beams, high beams, marker lights, turn signals, 4 ways, you have all that. But it is not roadworthy, and on land, you're at 25 miles per hour max. Like I said, it's not roadworthy though. But you could throw a triangle on it. I mean, technically it is like, it's under 25 miles per hour, so it's technically like a tractor. Yes. So you could transport it on the road, the 4 ways, what have you. We can show you guys how the Sherp opens. You can actually have a lock on this side. You can actually lock the front and the back door, and then open up. You can pull up the top hatch. The nice thing is you can actually drive the Sherp with this open, whether you're on land or on water. And then to get in, undo that, take your ladder out, and that's how you can get into the Sherp. If we want to walk around the side, what we can do, and actually this front, you'll notice a receiver on this is actually for a removable winch. So you can actually put a winch on the front of the Sherp if you're rescuing someone else. You're not really going to need it yourself, being the Sherp. If you need to pull out another, ATV or what have you, you can actually put a removable winch on the front of the Sherp. Yeah, so you see on the side of the Sherp here, this access panel on the side, this is for your exhaust fan. So on the summer, you're going to want the air coming out in the out position. In the winter, you're going to want since it is a diesel, you're going to want the air to come in for heating. Put that down. And obviously you guys can see these 71-inch tires. The beauty of these tires is that on the inside of the wheels themselves, these are full beadlock wheels, and you have your side view mirrors here, and then you actually, so there are actually a couple of different configurations for the Sherp. You have the window here, you actually have no windows on the side of it. I have the single window unit. You actually have a double window unit, which has 2 windows per side. And those are your 3 options for the side of the Sherp for windows. So the cool thing is, people look at these units, and granted they are 5,000 pounds, but the footprint of the Sherp and how it distributes the weight is actually less impactful than me walking on grass or walking on that same land. So because it is distributing the weight of the Sherp over such a large footprint, times 4, the actual environmental impact is less than if I'd walk through that same area.
Inside.
Every Sherp unit has an onboard heater. It's a Webasto heater, and actually it's a 2-stage heater because actually it can heat the engine because it is a diesel, and actually you can push a valve and actually heats the inside as well. Yep, so you can actually air down and air up from the cabin.
How far can you air down? Can you do?
I can air down to 0.
To 0. So
yep.
You're completely on the ground.
Yep. I mean, if you're on sand, if you're on very soft surface, you'd probably air it down to about 30 to 50. But so right now we're at macadam, so I'm at 140, 150 in there.
And Nick showed us exactly how they can deflate and change the air pressure in the tires right from the cabin. So you don't have to get out or do anything. He was able to deflate it all the way down to 0 and bring it back up to pressure with a flick of a button. Pretty amazing.
So just like the front of the Sherp, the rear opens the same way. You're going to open up the glass first, and then you're going to push this guy, and you're going to open. Just like this, you're going to have a ladder to get up in. We look forward to the event.
Look forward to October 13th through the 15th. Nick's going to be there. He's going to be displaying this. He's going to be probably taking it through the mud pits and showing everybody what it's capable of.
Thank you, Nick from Sherp Northeast, for giving us a first look at the Sherp. You can see it as well at PAFALLFEST. Get your tickets while they last. To our partners and sponsors, we appreciate having you on board. Please be sure to get over to litindustries.com and get 50% off all Hex billet rock lights while supplies last. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you out there on the trail.